Hey guys, this is Sam, and today the topic of this video is how to use a technique that actually manages your anger. Now anger is, it is an emotion. It's a great emotion to have, especially when you want to tell others, look, this is what's going on. I'm pissed off, whatever the case may be. Pretty much lets other people know how you feel. Letting others know is a really important part too. Okay, you're not a robot. You're a human being. You wanna express yourself. Now, this emotion, when it gets outside the normal limit, then becomes a problem. Not for only your relationships, also things around you. You could possibly damage. This could actually ultimately cost you money. I know you guys don't want to lose money, right? So a person or a thing could actually annoy you and anger you. Let's start with the thing that could annoy you. This thing has no personality. And if you thought it did, then you're just crazy. What pisses us off is when things go wrong with those things. Okay, fixing those things is pretty much the solution. You can't do much about it. Okay, they're two simple questions you want to ask. Okay, you want to ask yourself, how does it work? You understand how it works? It's not so much of a concern for you then. It doesn't get you frustrated. You don't get angry. Now, what is the solution to that problem with that particular thing? Figuring out the ins and outs of things is basically building a skill set. Building a skill set can take a really long time, but it's pretty much worth it. I do admit it does take a long time. I do. Okay? But what you want to do is you want to pretty much, if you ever looked at a turkey, you know those turkeys that you go to a deli and they slice it up? A big turkey, you can't possibly eat a big turkey, you know that, okay? That's like a size that a lion or a bear could eat. But if we want to eat it, you gotta cut it up into slices. Put it nicely in two hero breads, or whatever, Kaiser roll, whatever your favorite is, okay? Then you conquer it, okay? But guess what? If you have that huge thing, you cannot conquer it. It's not gonna fit in your mouth no matter what, okay? Try doing it. You're not a lion, you're not a bear. Whatever animal you want to be for that day, you're none of those, okay? Believe me. You want to take it piece by piece. Alright, so break it up into small pieces. The biggest mistake you can make is burden your mind with the big picture of the long process. Okay? When you learn each piece of the process, you pretty much get better at the overall process. Small pieces, the sum of the small pieces makes a big piece. Simple math. Okay? It's just that you add little by little. It's not a big number. Take the example of learning how to use the computer. Now this thing, using the computer, was not really it was really frustrating back in the days. Okay? When we started having computers, I used to go to class, elementary. I'm like, oh my god, I can't use this. It took me probably, I guess, 5-10 years to realize that it's not that big of a deal. You want to break it up into small pieces. Using a computer is a big thing, but if you break it into small pieces, learn the settings, the different Microsoft programs, and how the internet works. Even the programs by themselves was a huge deal. Okay, I had to learn it little by little. As something arose, I wanted, let's say, Microsoft Word. In Microsoft Word, you type up things, That's pretty much I learned that. Editing, things that I want to add, font. You pretty much do this as you go along through the process. Little by little, you build up that skill set. When you build it up, you're not as angry because you've conquered it. Conquering is what relieves your anger. You gotta understand. You conquer, you're not angry. Okay? Next time you eat a sandwich, you're conquering the sandwich. Okay? You're happy. You have that smile face. Alright, now we will discuss how to manage anger around people. How to help manage it better? First off, how do you manage it for yourself? Before you tell anybody else, learn to manage yourself first. People tend to piss you off for various reasons. It is your job to ask them that question. So let's have a short dialogue. So one day, your coworker comes up. All of a sudden he just gets underneath your skin. Oh my God, I want to punch this guy in the face. That's what you think in your mind. You don't actually do it. Please do not punch somebody in the face. Okay? Okay? It's not good for you. So you ask this question. Why do you piss me off? Why are you pissing me off? The other guy says, because it is fun to get underneath your skin. Or if it is something that you just see and if they don't respond and they just it's obvious from the body language or whatever it may be that's their goal, their objective, to get underneath your skin. From this, you pretty much figure out the guy's psychology, how the person thinks, and you employ the appropriate action towards his underlying intentions, which is to piss you off. Get underneath your skin. That's the only reason. See, some people the reason could be just they're annoying. Okay? Annoying in life. Now, that pretty much concludes how to manage yourself. Next one is how to help manage others. Okay? Now, how do we help manage others? Another question. How do you diffuse this explosive individual? It is very simple. You see this individual could be your friend, your brother, your sister, your dad or mom. You want to point out the expressive state that they're in, that he or she is in. Either a red face, really pissed off, flary nose. Pretty much they're not in the state where they want to talk, because if they do talk, they're going to explode. A lot of stuff is going to come out of their mouth. Also, they might pound you. Okay, they're in that state. You're in that adrenaline rush state. You either want to punch or run or whatever it may be. When you're in that state, or you notice somebody in that state, point it out. Okay? Why are you pissed off? See, you asking the why and you assuming that they are pissed off points out to them that they're pissed off. Us as human beings never admit to others that we're pissed off, or we don't tell it. I don't know what's wrong with us. We don't express ourselves. Okay? We don't openly say things. Now, the normal question that everybody